In 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Choose left.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Back to throw. Burns. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
20, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here we go. Now a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Gets past one man. Jukes by again. 13 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. Back to throw. Fields. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll give to Hall. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. A good pickup there at 22. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A give running right, Etienne. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Etienne up the middle. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 46 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out for the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 6, just inside the 30. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hall again. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. Gets around him and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
back to the ground with Hall. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Fields. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Go.
Now it's Fields. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Barty, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off play action. Burns. Under pressure, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Burns.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
This one deep for Wilson.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
11.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right
away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage,
The way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A big completion there against double coverage. And, Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for it. That's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
60
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 54 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Oh, good move. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
First and 10 at the 48.
Here's Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman, 48 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Burns. A short throw to Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Burns. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Burns. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to throw again.
Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 111 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
11.
Here's Fields. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that is no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its role over the other.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This is 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st down.
EQ. Tonight.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Back to throw. Fields. Finding Hardman.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go, son. Delta. Tonight.
All eyes on Fields.
Flush to his right.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
Here we go, son.
Here's 2nd down.
Delta.
Fields changing the play.
They'll look to throw. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, this was a fun one today if you like.